Good morning. It's Monday again, and our daily devotion for Monday, the 8th of February. I thought that I'd tell you this morning about a friend of mine. I feel really blessed that she's my friend because she's a survivor of Auschwitz and the concentration camps. Her name's Ibi Neil. She wrote a book called Woman Without a Number, and this is a second book called The Woman with Nine Lives. She signed both our copies of her books, and I'm really pleased to say that she has. And she has an amazing story, but she has such a long life. The reason why she calls this The Woman with Nine Lives is after the war, she was employed by the British Army, fell in love with a British officer and married him, and came to live in Cornwall in 1947. And since then, she's had so many careers, and when she was 80, she did a theology degree. And since then, she's written 2 books, and there's a third one on the way. And I thought that I would just read you the poem that she wrote about the Holocaust. And I've heard her speak so many times, and she's so interesting. The last time was not last summer, but the summer before, when I went to the National Holocaust Centre, and actually it wasn't open to the public because she was speaking to a group of Nottingham University students. But me and my friend rang up and said, could we possibly sit in if it wasn't full? And they allowed us to do that. And it was lovely when she walked in, and we were sat just to the side on the front row. And as soon as she saw me, I got a big smile, and it was lovely. And then afterwards, we had a quick chat to her before she went back home. So I would recommend these books. Even among them, there is, she does have a sense of humour, and she's the most amazing lady. But I will read you this poem. It's called the Holocaust poem. I was there. Auschwitz-Birkenau, June, July 1944. Hundreds of women, their heads shorn, in ragged clothes, standing in rows of 5 for hours and hours, in the rain, in the heat, being counted. We are thirsty, so thirsty, but there is no water. Thirst is worse than hunger. Some fall down, limbs contorted. We do not dare to do more than whisper, get up. You have to get up. Get up. If you don't get up, you'll die. Mengele goes past, sees the fallen, points to others to pick them up. Where have they gone? They're never seen again. I was there. Night time, the hut, the girl, frantic, diabetic, knew she couldn't survive. No medication, only the healthy might survive. Taken to the end of the hut. Doctors among us attend her, talk to her, there's no hope for her. Went into a coma, died at dawn, taken away. I didn't even know her name, but I was there. Every day we stood and were counted, again and again, morning, noon, evening, for hours. Nerves stretched to breaking point. Some couldn't bear it, ran to the perimeter fence, get stuck like spread-eagled butterflies on a specimen board. The fence is electrified. This factory of death was Auschwitz-Birkenau. I was there. We stood, past being hungry, past being thirsty, got thinner, feebler, more fell, more disappeared. Only the strong and the healthy now remained. One day we're told to strip, to hold our rags above our heads, prodded like cattle. Don't move. Moving is dangerous. It singles you out, makes you vulnerable. The secret of survival is not to be noticed. But I was still there. Now Mangala asked for more doctors and nurses to go with a labour transport. Could we trust this evil man with his perverted sense of humour? This man who roared with laughter when we got out of the wagon? We 5, doctors and nurses, linking arms, a scarf on the griddled head of our aged doctor, hiding her in the middle, marching ahead singing through the portal which proclaimed, Arbeit macht frei, work give you freedom, but led to death. We 5 are still together, supporting each other. You need friends to survive. I was there. Now we stepped out together, volunteering. We knew if we stayed, we would not live long. Nobody does here in Auschwitz-Birkenau. Sooner or later, you end up dead. Gassed, ashes made into grey coarse soap, bits of bone sticking out to scratch, to remind you that you're still there. This transport, was it real or one of his jokes? We might get out or be sent to the gas chamber. We took the risk, wouldn't you? We were the fortunate few, the 500. We went to work in the armament factories, constantly bombed, but still alive, and now living in hope. Our hope was justified. Our hope was their despair. But this was not to be the end. March in the dark. Walk and totter towards perdition. Don't stop. Don't fall. They'll shoot you. I was there. Today, I am here today. What have I learned? What do I now know? I do know that human cruelty knows no bounds, but I still don't know why I survived when so many died. Perhaps I survived to keep the memory alive, to bear witness, to talk to you, hoping you will listen. So listen to me, please. Be aware, be vigilant. Do not let differences in people, colour, religion, ethnicity, gender, or class be the deciding factor on how they're treated. Differences should be valued and respected. I am different from you. You are different from me. But that does not make me worth any less than you. It just makes me more interesting to you, and you more interesting to me. I am not going to flay you, make a lampshade out of your skin, as they did in Auschwitz-Birkenau, to see what's under the skin, because I know that under the skin we are all the same. Listen to me, please. We all have rights and responsibilities, the right to be heard, the right to be listened to, but we have to take responsibility for what we are saying, what we are doing, or failing to do. Listen to me, please. I have faith in you, the young people of today, that you will listen and not make those mistakes which led to the Holocaust and are leading to genocide even today. I believe that you will build bridges, not frail ones which will break in the slightest wind, but strong, sturdy ones based on understanding and respect for each other and the desire we all have for mutual trust and genuine peace. Remember two things, please. Under the skin, we are all the same, and each of you can make a difference. So, do not disappoint me. Well, as I said, that poem was written by my friend Ibby Nil. When I was in Germany, I visited Bergen-Belsen, one of the other camps that were the concentration camps. That was such an experience for me, but I was told that when you went, no birds fly over it, no buzzing bees or anything can be heard. And I, until I went there, wasn't sure that was the truth. But I have been, and I know that that is the truth. I was there at a time when all there was left was marble, huge marble, like shaped, almost coffin shaped, where hundreds and hundreds of people were buried underneath. I saw the lampshades made from human skin, and it was horrendous. Nigel and I also went to the Holocaust Museum in Jerusalem, and that, again, was dreadful to see. In the ground there were like channels with glass over them, with hundreds of pairs of glasses and shoes. And Ibby's right. We have to learn from the past, and this must never ever happen again. Ibby is a Christian, and I am a Christian, and I'm so grateful that Ibby has never forgotten, but has been able to go and talk about what happened to her with no hate in her heart. And what an amazing lady. And I am so blessed to have her as my friend. So I just want to say to you again, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and give you his peace. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye.